Hawking reporter Joseph Payton was in Gloucester tonight for the game. And Joseph, how was it?
Well, Danny, it was game of the week, so it was electric. You know, both teams need to get their first win of the year, and the action on the field did not disappoint. The Tomcats, they came out, they ready to rock and roll. Belpre hadn't scored on them since 2010, so Gloucester Stadium was totally rocking. When the Trimble Tomcats came out, you could really just feel the entire energy in the stadium. It was like, you know, what's going to happen here? It's going on. It's the game of the week. Belpre Trimble. What's going to happen? So, you know, like I said, Trimble hasn't let up a point from Belpre in over 5 years, since 2010, October 15, 2010. So, Trimble, they weren't about to let that happen. First possession of the game, Cam Curry sniffs this one out. It's a loss of 4, forces a 3 and out. Trimble now with the ball. Ryan Richards rolls out. He finds Sawyer Coons here 10 yards down the field to move the chains. But on the next play, people, check this out. Richards guns it downfield. Jacob Hardy goes up like Odell Beckham Jr. Makes the catch for 27 yards down the field. 2-yard line now. 2 plays later, Richards seals the deal with the QB sneak. Cats up 7-0. Belpre trying to answer. Isaac Tullius, he rushes for 6 yards here, but Belpre's going to have to punt again. So Trimble starts to drive. 3rd and 5. Richards finds Hardy 21 yards upfield for the first down. Later in the drive, Richards calls his own number here, this time on his feet. Takes off, hits the juke button here. Nice gain of 13. Tomcats now in business at the goal line. Direct snap to Cam Curry. Punches it in for 6. It's 13-0 Trimble. Now Belpre trying to make something happen. Pass is tipped, picked off by Cam Curry. This one's going 25 yards to the house. That makes it 20-0. They take that lead into halftime. Danny, they go on to win this one 49-6.
Definitely a good night for the Tomcats, but not for Belpre. And we're used to hearing about Dejon Bedgood on offense. So what was going on with the Golden Eagle offense?
You're right, Danny. You know, we're usually hearing about Dejon Bedgood on the Belpre offense, usually the centerpiece, but that wasn't the case tonight at all. Trimble pretty much locked down Dejon Bedgood all night long. Belpre usually tries to get him the ball any way that they can, but they weren't able to do that tonight. Because of this, they went with a lot of direct snaps to Isaac Tullius. He'd take the snap, basically just try to make anything happen, but honestly, he had a pretty good night on the ground. But you know what? It just wasn't the offensive firepower that Belpre needed to come out of Gloucester with a win. And on top of that, Belpre committed an awful lot of penalties. I think over 70 yards of penalties tacked on. And of course, that didn't do him any favors. And Danny, you're not going to beat the 3-time defending Hawking champs by giving them free yards.
Definitely not, Joseph, but Trimble's facing a little bit of adversity now moving forward. Let's talk about what's happening next.
Hey, you're right. Unfortunately, you are right. With about 8 minutes left in the first half, Trimble quarterback Ryan Richards injured his right ankle trying to make a tackle on defense. You could see a couple plays before that he was limping a little bit. Then a few plays later when he went down, he had to be carried off. He had his ankle wrapped up with some ice on it on the sideline. Didn't seem to be in any excruciating pain. However, we don't know the extent of this injury at the moment. So whatever the case may be, man, you really just hate to see a kid go down like that. But we hope to see him back on his feet as soon as the Tomcats are on the road next week at Mercerville. South Galley looking to get win number 2 on the year. Belpre boys will be at home against Federal Hawking next Friday night. Belpre still winless on the year after tonight's loss. So, you know, they're going to be itching to be back out on the field and back to their winning ways they're accustomed to.
Yeah, excited to see that one. Great work.